We have some angle rules where we have parallel lines. So parallel lines are where we have two lines that are always exactly the same distance apart. And the way that we show that is that there is an arrow drawn on them, and that's what tells us they're parallel. Even if they look like they might be parallel, we can't assume they are unless those arrows are drawn on. When we have parallel lines, we have some special cases that come about with the angles. So the first one is an alternate angle, and this is where we see that Z shape. Now the inside angles are the same, and then the outside angles are also the same. So this is where you've got two parallel lines and another line coming through it. We also have corresponding angles, or F angles. We can see this F shape, in which case the angles under the F are the same, and then the angles on top of the F are the same, and they're corresponding angles. We also have C angles, which are co-interior angles, and if we see here, we've got like a C shape. So the inside angles from that F, or the corresponding angle, will add together to make 180 degrees. And that's the co-interior angles. So we have three different types of angles: alternate, corresponding, and then the co-interior. So for a question like this, we're trying to find the different angles, and we can see here that we have a Z shape, and we know we can use the alternate angle because we have these arrows drawn on, and therefore 43 must be the same as A. So A is 43 degrees. We know that B is vertically opposite to 72, so B is also 72. And then I can find C by using my angles in a triangle, adding up to 180. So 180 minus 43 minus the 72 is going to give me C, which is 65 degrees. So we can see here, we're trying to find angles X and Y. So we have two parallel lines there, and we can see that we've got a co-interior or C angle, and therefore both Y and 132 add up to make 180. So 180 minus 132 is going to give me Y, which is 48 degrees. So that's using my co-interior angles that says that both of these angles should add together to make 180. Then I can see I've got two angles on a straight line. So 180 minus that 48 is going to give me 132 degrees, which is angle X. Looking at the bottom question, we're again looking for those different shapes, the Z, the F and the C, and we can see here that we have an F shape. It's like sideways, and if this is 127, therefore this one here should also be 127. So Y is 127 degrees. Then we can see that this one here would also be 100 degrees. They are vertically opposite, which means that we can now find another F shape, this one here, lying on its back, and therefore X is also going to be 100 degrees. Now to find Z, the only thing that I've got there is a triangle. So I'm going to need to know both of the bottom angles to be able to find Z. But I can use the straight line, so both of these lie on a straight line, so I can find the bottom angle on the top, or the top left angle of that triangle. So that must be 80 degrees if they both add up to 180. And then I can do the same on the bottom side here. They both add up to 180, they're a semicircle. And so the bottom angle there is 53 degrees, 180 minus 127. And now I can find angle Z by doing 180 minus the 80 minus the 53, and that gives me Z, which is 47 degrees.